Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. Back in November of 2023, if you'll allow me to do a little bit of retrospective, I did not make this plan, and I paid dearly with ISO. I had so many new 6 stars, but especially 7 stars, and I ran out of ISO. And for the first time, maybe ever, I did not have ISO. And so what I try to do is save up as many premium disappointment crystals, but especially in this case, Grandmaster crystals. We're going to open 400 of these in total rapid, fast pop fashion. And yeah, it's cool to get free 5 stars. That's like the equivalent of 6 stars. The 6-star Nexus in this is the equivalent of 5-star Nexus. But the big thing is ISO, and I guess to a certain extent if you're doing this playing gold, but I am not in need of gold. So the biggest thing I want to do now is just make sure that when I get those new 7-star champs, or when I want to rank up my existing 6 and 7-star champs, that I have plenty of ISO. Because Kabam likes to, on spring cleaning holidays, July 4th, Cyber Weekend, Caps Commissary, etc., they like to give us new champions, they like to give us Awakening Gems, 6 stones, but not a lot of ISO. So this is my advice on the ISO problem. And we're going to count how many 5 stars we get, but my guess is, I'm going to say right now, we'll get 8. Counting Nexus. Hope I'm wrong and it's more, but we're going to go with 8. All I want you to pay attention to is the ISO, though. That's it. That's literally all I care about. All right, our first Nexus is, of course, a 4-star. No 5 stars through 30. That is not surprising at all. There's our first 5-star. Not too shabby at all. I think that was Chilth. All right. We've done 200 of these without a 5-star. So we will take that. And there's our first 5-star Nexus. Again, that's the equivalent of a 6-star Nexus. That's 2 5 stars in 50 crystals. There is a 4. And then you're going to get a lot of this. Just a lot of 3 stars. We've got 59 3 stars. I know this because every single 3-star I open is max sig. That is 20 straight 3 stars. If you're looking for 4 or especially 5 stars, you'd be disappointed. But in terms of ISO, everything is good data. I don't know if that 6 is correct. That's the third 5-star, by the way. Shout out Nebula. I don't know if the 6 is correct for 4-star Nexus. That feels awfully high. But maybe it is. This is fun to just care about ISO. Again, we're 25% in, and right now we actually are getting 3 5 stars per 100. I don't expect that to stay. A lot of 4 stars in that batch of 10, though. I feel like I'm going to totally break Kabam's RNG here, but I don't care. I can break him. I can break him all you want. There's our 7th 4-star Nexus, if you're keeping track at home. So far, there's Cole. I'll say a little bit of a drought for 5 stars, but you say it, and it pops in. And you can see we've gotten 2 max sig 5s now. I'm curious, because I didn't think we'd get 1 5-star Nexus. If you think we'll get, watching this, 2 5-star Nexus. I don't know. It is all about that data, though. My prediction was 8 5 stars between the Nexus and the regular 5 stars. I think we're at 4 right now. So if we get 0 in the next 30, we're right on the pace that I predicted. But there is Kushala. We're getting a lot of new 5 stars. All right, well, suddenly the pacing looks pretty good for beating my prediction. I think we're at 5. And is that going to be where that midpoint comes from? Let's see. More 4s. 4s. All right. Halfway through. Halfway through, the most I've ever opened, but that is because of wanting all the ISO, everybody. All the ISO. But we are on quite the drought. Even the Nexus drought is pretty bad. I expect us the next couple of crystals to get to 10 4-star Nexus, but as always, could be wrong. Not there. This is why, when it comes to any kind of crystal, I don't care if it's a premium crystal, Cavalier crystal, Grandmaster crystal, Paragon crystal, they are the worst value for your units because they are the opposite of guaranteed value. And we're the opposite of guaranteed value. They're just not worth cash to gamble. Boy, Mama Bear needs to be here because this back half is awful. We have opened 194 out of 250 3-stars. And haven't opened a Nexus or a 5-star in what feels like 30 years. But when the max goal of this is what we're going to refer to as exciting ISO, it's okay. But if this was something that you really did need those 5-stars to appear, it would probably be driving you a little crazy. Because we have not seen one in, I think, well over 100 crystals, or maybe right at 100 crystals. And we also haven't seen any Nexus. So I'm excited. Got 110 crystals to go. I'm excited to see what the ISO ends up looking like, because that's why I saved this. I did not do this in November, and I regretted it, and I thought to myself, all right, when around April of 2024 hits, let's go ahead and get that plan together. But so many 3-stars. 241 out of 310 3-stars. So if anything, this video is showing what kind of scam these crystals are. Finally, Electro puts us out of our misery. Thank the good Lord above that Electro is here to save us. And that might be it. And if that's the case, suddenly I am not going to hit my 8 5-stars. We would need a miracle at this point, based off of the data we've seen through 340 crystals, to hit that goal. I'm not saying I don't have some hope, because I do. I do. There is one of the 5-stars. All right, the last 50. I think we're going to need at least one out of the last 50. Can you believe we haven't got a Nexus in like 200 crystals? Oh, there it is. Again, you just got to call it out. There's our 10th. At least we know it may not be a visual glitch. All right. Do you think, watching, for the 10 people who are going to watch this video, do you think that we're going to get a 5-star in the last? I'm going to say no. Also, my prediction of 2 5-star Nexus is also in danger, unfortunately. All right. Come on. That is not what you want to see, all 3-stars. We are definitely going to get 300 3-stars by the time this is done. All right, last batch of 10. It all comes down to this. I'm not feeling optimistic, but I've had crazier things happen in this game. Last batch of 10. No. So I see we've got 4 Max Sig 5-stars, 5 if you count the 5-star, and then 6, 7. 7 5-stars. 18,000 5-star shards, 1,650 6-star shards, 17,000 4-star shards, and then just a crazy amount of ISO that really does mean the most. Let's end it here. We do not want this video to go 10 minutes long. No way. For those of you who watched, thanks. That's my strategy for ISO. Open these crystals right before spring cleaning offers. You'll be thankful.